Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togen's Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day everyone. Today on the bench I'm going to tie you up one of my favorite nymphs, the Cadillac pheasant tail. This is a great pattern for streams, rivers and lakes. And we'll go over the materials we need to tie the fly. There's three colors shown on the vise right now. The one in the vise itself is the natural pheasant tail. Then we got the bleached and also black pheasant tail fibers. So there's so many different colors, variations of all these tying materials nowadays. Tie all kinds of sizes and colors, whatever you wish. We're going to start, we're going to use a size 12, this curved hook, a short shank, continuous curve hook. A size 14 is a really good size for this fly as well. I'm going to be using a 7/64 copper bead on the front. We'll be using some natural pheasant tail fibers. For the body, the thorax, going to be using some regular pheasant, or peacock herl, I should say. Over the top, I'm going to use some copper holographic tinsel. The original called for just mylar. I like the holographic too, and then I'm just going to rib that up with some fine wire. I'm using just some gold or copper wire, whatever you have handy. And we'll use some brown 6/0 thread to tie with, or 8/0. If you have 8/0, that's even better. Okay, but that's the reason to tie your own flies, folks. You can just trick them out a little bit better with different materials, different colors, different sizes. It gives you a lot of options when you can tie them up at home on your own vise. It's a lot of fun. It's a great hobby. So the more flies you learn to tie and get out there and fish, the more proficient you become. So I'll put the bead on, the wide end of the bead, of course, at the back. So come in here with some 15 thou lead wire. I'm going to give it 12 turns. And nip that off. That'll just fit in behind the bead there. And that'll help me build my taper, give me a little extra weight. I store my thread in behind that. And if you just want to taper a body, you can use your thumbnail just for a little guide there. Just rolls on just ahead of it. Use that for a tool as well. Okay, so I'll just come in here with my copper holographic tinsel. Actually, what I want to do is put it in the right order. Why don't we do that? We're going to come in here with the fibers. I want about 4 fibers for the tail. Catch that end measure. Nice short tail on that. Always shorten them up just a little bit by pulling them so easily. And I'll come in with the Shellback, which is the holographic. I'll come in with some extra fine. This is gold wire. Lay that all on. Keep my thread at the back. Bring my fibers to the back again, and we'll just wrap them forward. And always keep that index finger on top, just so they don't go astray on me. You can use a hackle plier on there too if it makes it easier for you. Come in behind, I just grab my thread to pinch that off. But you'll see that hackle, there's a little black showing up in there, mottled. It's got a nice peacock or pheasant tail, has Herl. Nice fibers. It's good material. It's one of the best. One of the first flies I used to teach was made with a lot of pheasant tail and peacock herl. We'll do a lot of really cool flies for you. Back in the day, there was not any synthetics. Gives you a really nice shellback on that. I'm just going to tie my holographic tinsel back over itself there. Come back with my peacock or pheasant tail again. I'm gonna keep getting them mixed up. I'm gonna want to take at least about close to 10 fibers if you like. And it's really important that you have these tips lined up. So if I cut an extra one and it comes out, that's okay. And I'm going to tie that right to about the end of the body. That is going to be my shellback and my legs, or wing case I should say, and legs. Okay, now I'll just grab two little barbs of this Peacock Herl for the thorax, tied in by the tips. Nice thorax. It gets coppery looking when it's wet too, as you know. And we just pull the pheasant fibers over. Now it's something when this shank is curved like that, I like to just set it up in my vise so my threads hanging straight down doesn't fall off the front, because you'll lose everything right there. Pull my holographic tinsel over the top, tie it back over itself, give it one turn there. Now we take these fibers, which are pretty short, that's what you want, and you'll want to learn how to do this just with short tips. There's one that got kind of snarled up on me there. I lost it when I pulled over. That's okay, just trim that out. So if you have a couple extra to work with, that's better than being a little short. And we've got very nice short little legs coming off the side. Sometimes guys will do is they'll tie them longer and then they'll cut the legs off. Doesn't give you the nice taper in the actual the legs that show you the nice tapers and so forth in there. Thread I got a little bit there. Trim that thread off nice and neat. If you want to make this fly a little stronger, of course, like we always do, is a little dab of bone dry Solres on the top. Come in across the wind case. Make sure you got a little dab on your thread, and that'll endure a lot more fish that way once that's on there, and we got that epoxied on. So got the nice little legs coming off the sides. It's a great little nymph. Definitely one that's sorry, I popped it off. I want to show it to you again here. Definitely one you want in your arsenal. You want to learn how to tie this fly properly, and you're going to catch a lot of fish with it. You'll be well rewarded. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in another episode of Sports Fishing on the Fly on the Bench.